What's going on, my silly little stock market motherfuckers? All right, so here's the deal. I put the other one out a little bit shorter and faster, so this way people get the message and understand what's going on, what we're doing, what they're doing, how they're fighting, whatever. Understand one thing. Never, ever, at least in my 50 years of being alive, have I ever seen a situation where one section of society is going to war with the other one. I'm not one of these socialist fucks. I'm not that. I'm a pure capitalist. But I don't believe in this fucking bullshit, crony, fake, manipulated, fucking corrupt capitalism bullshit. I know that our army, our family, beat these motherfuckers in the late spring last year into June. We beat these motherfuckers. We beat them and they didn't want to cover and they fucking did all kinds of crazy shit. We annihilated, we vaporized these motherfuckers. And for the people of GameStop, you did the same fucking thing the year before. But they cheated, they fucked up. They did shit that at the end of the day, I was always taught to stay the fuck away from in the street. Which is, well, you know what? We're just gonna change the rules. Well, guess what? You changed the rules and I'm helping putting it out there in front of the world to see. Because at the end of the day, it's one thing when it was asshole on the street to asshole on the street. At the end of the day, both of you motherfuckers are rich. Not this. You fucked with regular, everyday, normal, good people that put their money in the market. You thought they were going to get just trapped and you were going to fuck them up. Then I popped up and you fucked up because people weren't supposed to know. People weren't supposed to know all the fucking games and fuckeries from the other side of the fence. One of the things that I look back on this, and I'm always going to think at this in the beginning, there was a level of cruelty that was being put on regular, everyday investors. And I don't use that word, and I've seen some wild shit in my life. I really have. But those are episodes where bad things happen, violent things happen, and they happen at that moment, and then obviously it ends. Unfortunately, that's just how life is. This was different. Their actions by changing the rules so they can win in a very fucked up way. They were doing that, but it was going to have ramifications for the people involved for many years. Now, yes, there are people in this game that if something happens, they're not going to be financially hurt. But there are a lot of people that are going to be financially hurt. That's why in this process going forward, we've seen all the fucking craziness. We've seen all the paid bots. We've seen all the attacks. Listen, just take a look at me. From the beginning, I have been attacked, all kinds of crazy things. Nobody knows anything about anything or me or whatever. I've been told I robbed the old people. Yeah, I want to see that one. Well, we're going to see that one in court soon. Then, what was the other one? How much money I make. Interesting that happened this week as well. Then this bullshit, being arrested in Florida. I was never arrested in Florida. Like, for real. Two gay dudes, a crazy neighbor bitch, and my girlfriend at the time, and like she got banged up on the door when she was almost walked into the middle of a bunch of cops telling this little short transmifodite motherfucker, put the knife down! And at the end, then, how did you hurt your arm? Oh, my boyfriend put his arm here, and that type of stuff. Let me tell you something. That was done today, which is interesting because at some point people are like, oh my God, that's horrible. Like, no, actually, it's really not, because now Miami-Dade is going to get a lawsuit because that there should have never happened. We squared that away over there. But the fact that that's there, let me tell you something, easy couple of millions. So, you know, they didn't do it intentionally, but they fucked up. And then somebody paid to drop that out there. Let me tell you something. Let me get ahead of future storms. I hung a doctor out of a window at Cedars-Sinai Hospital because he put his hands on a woman that was solid family with me. And he turned around and he thought it was a fucking joke until I had his ass vertical outside the window. That's one. So if that pops up there, I think it was West Hollywood Sheriff Department, that motherfucker deserved it, and I don't give a fuck. But I still wasn't arrested for that. I've dragged people out of fucking cars for being stupid road raging on a family. that happened here on the Harry Hudson. I don't give a fuck. He came right out the window. Me and windows. Juvenile shit, trust me. My juvenile record was fucking phenomenal. What else? Mexico, I vaporized like 7 motherfuckers in the dirt. They're talking to Jesus because they kidnapped a woman and her daughter. That's it. So, outside the town of Carmona, let me just tell you something. I turned that shit into Mad Max. Me and my boys went renegade down there, and we put motherfuckers down. So, Lou killed people. Yes, I did, in a very fucked up way, too. At the end of the day, that's pretty much it. So, there you go, motherfuckers. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not Pepe Le Pew. At the end of the day, I'm a real motherfucker. I'm standing here, and I'm making sure that these fucking people all around me, my family, they're gonna beat you motherfuckers. They're gonna fucking rub it in your face. And I want everybody to make YouTube videos when this is done and say, we beat you, motherfucker. Because we're going to Vegas. And you can't take me down. Sorry, motherfuckers. I'm in the mood for blood simply because some motherfuckers pissed me off. Let me tell you something. And outside of the court stuff, on the dark side, some motherfuckers are gonna catch it. Now you know.